Perfume Genius on BBC Six Music, selected by my guest, Jennifer Lawrence. Thank you very much for choosing that track, Jennifer, and choosing Perfume Genius.
Yeah,
big fan of his.
Song. Yeah, big fan.
Okay, well, thank you for talking to us, and congratulations. Golden Globe nominations for your new movie, Joy.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
It's great.
Yeah. Is it still exciting? Even after all of the, many awards?
No, after a while it gets very depressing. No. Yeah, it's really exciting.
Well, congratulations.
Thanks.
It's your third time on this movie working with director David O. Russell. What made you want to collaborate with him again?
I would do anything with David. We have a, special bond. Is that from a movie, Special Bond? Is that from a movie?
Maybe a Bond movie.
Yeah, well, and also he's just an incredible person and a filmmaker. He still loves the magic of cinema, and he's very pure. And his sets are so exciting. I never get bored. I would do absolutely anything with him. It
is a very magical film, this, I think, and a very kind of unusual story. She's an unusual heroine, Joy.
Yeah.
And what made you want to play her?
I just thought I just loved that David found this story and wanted to tell it. It was like this diamond that had been overlooked. She's on all of our TV stations every day. She's on TV and wanting to peel that back. I mean, Ian would probably have so many of her household items, and she's so brilliant. And him kind of seeing that and wanting to peel back her history and her whole story is just incredible. But it's a really inspiring tale, because I think, especially right now, there's kind of this global confusion going on with women at the moment, and I found her struggle and her story really, really inspiring, especially as a woman.
It made me feel like it was a bit like a feminist fairy tale in some ways, because it does have this kind of magical quality to it. And in some ways you're kind of seeing that classic American story of like the little guy making good, but she herself, it just struck me watching the film that this isn't a story that we see told of a woman in this position, of a single mother.
I can't remember the last time that there was a female lead with no romance, without a romantic storyline.
Yeah, and I mean, how was that for you to get this role and to be able to portray her, from her, I think her teens right the way through to her 40s? It's a really kind of juicy part. And was that exciting? Was it daunting?
It was amazing. It was daunting. Yeah, it was one character over 4 generations. But it was exciting. I couldn't wait to sink my teeth into it. And David and I were so passionate about it, and especially after meeting Joy. We just loved her so much, and we loved this story. That we were both so passionate about it that I didn't even focus really on the scary, I was about to say bits, and be that it's been here for like 5 minutes and start talking like an English person. Yeah, I don't know what I was going to say because I got distracted by being a douchebag.
By being English? No, we can just start working with the syntax. I was doing it the
whole way on the plane. We're going to London. We're putting things in the post. We're going to park in the garage and take the lift up to the loo.
You're carrying it off extremely well.
Thank you.
There's a Jane Austen adaptation in your imminent future.
All over it.
Yeah?
Yeah, if you date enough British guys, don't you just become British? Is that a thing?
Sure, yeah, of course.
It's like a rite of passage.
For sure. Yeah, I think that's exactly how that works.
That's how it works, right?
Yeah, for sure. Keep at it. So you said you met the real Joy Mangano. Now, was she somebody that you grew up with? Because she is obviously this incredibly successful entrepreneur in the States and a household name, on everybody's TV, inventor of this magical mop, and then,
countless
other handy home inventions. Was she a familiar face to you already?
Not necessarily. I knew what the Miracle Mop was. I knew who Joy Mangano was, but I didn't really know anything about her story. And so I started, kind of putting her on TV whenever her show was on and listening to her. And then when we met her, it took the whole project in a different direction.
Oh, in what way? Why?
We were just really inspired by, David originally asked for creative license and cinematic freedom because he didn't want to make a biopic and I didn't want to do an imitation, so she very gracefully gave me permission for that, freedom. And then when we met her, she had so many incredible stories that are in the movie that you wouldn't believe would ever be real, and they're actually those are it's the truth. And also with her personality and with her her energy, the way she carries herself, I would be remiss if I didn't bring it onto the screen. So I kind of went from going, I don't want to do an imitation, to seeing her and going, that's exactly what I want to do.
Okay, really? And I mean, there's this great scene where Bradley Cooper's character is talking you as Joy through the kind of miracle of telesales and how you do teleshopping, and saying, it's all about the hands, and look at the hands are really important. I wondered, whether her kind of mannerisms and that side of her was something that you had to learn, and how were your skills in that department before? I mean, do you think you'd be a good salesperson?
I'd be a horrible salesperson. I can't even sell movies, and it's literally my job. We didn't really go deep into the QVC stuff with Joy. We only really kind of see her first run on it, where she would be clumsy and wouldn't be good with her hands yet. So I never had to really learn the skill, thank God, because I think I would have failed horribly at it.
And what about the beautiful portrayal of her as a mother and her family life? One of the really lovely things about this film is that that is there in all its kind of wonderful imperfection and celebrated for that. Yeah. And again, that's something that you don't see. An imperfect family that's allowed to be imperfect.
Yeah, our family is a huge part of good or bad. Your family and your past is what makes you who you are. She wouldn't take what you want from the family, but she wouldn't have never been here if not for that. And I also love there's a part where she's tucking her children in, and there was a line that I hated on the day that said, I feel like I'm in a prison, and I fought David on it because I felt like it made me look like a bad mother, like that she, I didn't want it to seem like she didn't want to be a mother and wasn't enjoying her children. But I completely see, when I watched it makes complete sense, because she does love her children, and she loves her life, and she's happy to be a mother, but she also has dreams and her own desires, and that's okay too.
Yeah, as a mother, completely got that one. Completely came across exactly what you were. Two sons, honestly.
Oh my God, really?
8 and 5.
Wow. So why is everybody giving me so much grief?
I was watching the film and over-identifying, put it that way. And this amazing cast that surrounds you, as well as your performance. You've got Robert De Niro, Bradley Cooper, Isabella Rossellini. What was it like being on set with them?
Incredible. I mean, it's always wonderful working with Bob and Cooper and Bradley. It's just amazing. And Bradley and I have never had this dynamic before. And, it was great to have Bob play my dad, because he's been so good to me over the years and paternal. And Isabella Rossellini, doing scenes with her is like looking down the barrel of a shotgun. She's unbelievable. I want to cast her in absolutely everything.
Yes, and what about your plans? Because I know that there's directing in your future, that you're working on.
I didn't mean to let that cat out of the bag, so I don't know why I said that. I genuinely didn't even remember saying that.
But now you have to follow through on it.
Now I have to do it. I will do it. I'm going to do it a little bit later. I don't think I'm ready yet.
Okay.
Because I want to be good at it. I don't want to be like, I'm going to be a director, and like tell everybody, and then suck. So that would be humiliating.
How are you going to do? So you could try and do it in secret.
Yeah, I'll do like an anonymous directing, and then if it does well, just like come out behind the curtain and be like da 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 da. No, I need a little bit more time.
Well, what about your project with Amy Schumer? Is that still going on?
That is done. We have finished writing it. We have an official first draft, and I'm going to try to fit that somewhere in my ghoulish schedule. But yeah, we're going to try to do that pretty soon.
Fantastic. Love the thought of you two together.
Thank you. So do we.
Yeah, yes, I can imagine. And apparently you just laughed all day during the writing process.
Yeah. I mean, it was hilarious, because like when you're writing a comedy, it's not good enough unless you're laughing out loud. So I'm laughing at my own pages, and then I'm laughing at her pages. And then, I mean, the whole process is hilarious. And I think we've got a pretty funny, good movie.
So when we put this out, it will be New Year. So I can say to you, sounds like 2015 has been a really amazing year. What are your hopes for 2016 for the new year? I mean, what would you like to have happen, or have all your dreams already come true?
All my dreams have really come true. I really can't. I don't feel like I have the nerve to have a New Year's resolution or want something. I mean, I could have never foreseen any of this stuff happening, and now, it's just, so I'm just going to hope for health. I'm going to try to floss more in 2016. That's about it.
Just the flossing?
Just flossing.
Flossing and acting.
Flossing, full stop.
We wish you the very best of luck.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, Jen.
Just what is it that you want to do?
Well, we want to be free.
We want to be free to do what we want to do. And we want to get loaded. And we want to have a good time. And that's what we're going to do.
Well, when, baby? Let's go.
We're going to have a good time.